Oh! Because they still had Farina's familiars out, they transported into the water and just killed everything that was spawned here. Oh no! Not the blubber beast aside. I'm not a butt person so much. Like I'm a titty person, but take a look at that ass. Here displayed is the NARZISSENKREUZ Auto's optical coupling transmission design. This patent for this design came from our passionate sponsor, Mr. Eliphas. Why does that ring a bell? Is that Melusine? Nope, wrong one. Where is this supposed to— oh, all the way around there, okay. Okay. Whoa. That was trippy. Oh, wait. We could see Anne for a second and she was sleeping. Certificate. Ms. E. Lenormand, former NARZISSENKREUZ Auto member level 3. As a famous book merchant, Ms. Lenormand has used blank to describe NARZISSENKREUZ's teachings in an easy-to-follow manner, thus making extraordinary contributions to the spread of our tenets. It was for this reason that she was granted an exceptional promotion to level 3. It sounds so fucking culty. So culty. Madame M. Laveau, former NARZISSENKREUZ Auto member, level 4. After returning home from Natlan, Madame Laveau has since dedicated herself enthusiastically to the grand ideals of NARZISSENKREUZ, an authority on beauty. She is also highly skilled in divination using blank, making her very popular with the other ladies. Not only has she provided the Auto with blank from Natlan, but she has also contributed greatly to promoting the Auto's good name in high society. I wonder if— the fuck? I wonder if, like, those who were doing divinations were part of the Hexen Circle. Or if they're just average astrologists. Machine has begun to run. Okay, here goes nothing. Eric Blank, former NARZISSENKREUZ Order member, level 2. A famous historian from the Institute of Natural Philosophy who has dabbled in the study of various ancient civilizations. After the institute disbanded, he joined the Order at Mr. Ingold's invitation. He has since continued his research into Romurian civilization. Mr. Griffin L. Randolph, honorary NARZISSENKREUZ Order member, level 1. Mr. Randolph comes from a long line of wealthy nobles. His generosity has provided the Ordo's archaeological aspirations with ample financial support. Unfortunately, he has remained unable to pass the level 1 tests despite making several attempts, due to his inability to remember the relevant keywords. On account of his passion, and by the special permission of Mr. Ingold, he has been granted honorary membership and level 1 access. Interesting, so he was like losing his memory? Machine has begun to run, oh okay. See, I wish I could just have like a little Indora, like I have Anne right now. Oh wells. Oh. I was gonna say, like, what is this achieving? No? wait, they don't match up. Huh? Oh. Oh, I see. Okay, you do them one at a time.
Emerge right now. Splendid! More interesting trinkets for me.
Gear below has been disconnected. Current gear position. Okay. Confusion. Oh. Oh, wait, I see. So we can have them touching both at the same time. Maybe if I just... Oh, wait. I think I get it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we got there in the end. There we go.
Emerge right here.
Don't mind me, lads. I'm just exploring while you die. Ms. C. something with Freya, formal NARZISSENKREUZ Ordo member and a famous dancer. She has been most generous in her sponsorship of the Ordo and has herself reached level 3. On a certain Sunday, NARZISSENKREUZ healed her injured leg and awakened her genius. This feels very Scientology, actually. Is the NARZISSENKREUZ Ordo an allegory of Scientology? Because that's what it's giving. It's giving, like, that kind of cult where you, like, ascend and, like having, like, a really weird, like, prophecy. Susanna Blank, honorary NARZISSENKREUZ Ordo member level 1. One needs to finish the Ordo's reading list and understand its ideals to reach level 1, though Ms. Susanna has not achieved this. The fact is, however, that Mr. Ingold and Master NARZISSENKREUZ always get the lucky reward whenever they purchase her scones and cookies, which is why at Mr. Ingold's suggestion she was made a level 1 honorary member. Bro, what? Aichi Karasawa, formal NARZISSENKREUZ member level 1. A scholar from Inazuma staying in Fontaine, he has displayed great fervour for NARZISSENKREUZ's teachings and has passed the level 1 test. Though we hoped that he could spread said teachings in Inazuma, he seems to, for reasons his own, prefer living in Fontaine. He is also a romance novelist of some fame, and his work is peppered with hidden Remurian riddles. His success is intimately related to the Ordo's research. That was easy. Open. Oh. Root cycle. One of the keys designed by the NARZISSENKREUZ Ordo for the tower. When combined, the keys form a peculiar shape of 3.5 circles, for which there is a special explanation. The innermost circle is the cycle of Hyperborea, symbolizing the age when the world was frozen and the lost paradise. The middle circle is the cycle of Natlantian, symbolizing the triumph over the evil dragon, a metaphor for humanity's victory over nature as well as the beasts within themselves. The third cycle and outermost circle are the cycles of Remuria and Kran Aria, symbolizing the relationship between humans and gods. Oh, it's too low. So it has to be this one over here. Which I thought it was already on, but maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, there we go. Okay. The relay has been disconnected. Alright. Wait, no I didn't. What? Oh, hold on, that's... Oh! That's open now. I did something. Fuck if I know what I did. The gear below has been connected. I don't know what I did, but I'm here. That's all that matters. Fuck. You're really good, to be honest, but I'm also super pretentious, but... Alright, and then I just need to... go over here and press this. There we go. Fucking finally.
Well, what do we have here?
Oh, I guess this is telling us like which of the things it controls, but I just was confused the entire time. To the lower level. I estimated the height of the tower, and we're almost at the bottom. We may have to face NARZISSENKREUZ if we continue to descend. The world is about to welcome its own answer. Will it be destruction or salvation? Or perhaps NARZISSENKREUZ's version of salvation? Please, who'd want to escape the apocalypse their way? If Paimon has to leave, she'll make Harley take her away from Teyvat. I'm going to save everyone. Hey, Paimon wasn't saying she'd just watch everyone bite the dust. There aren't any riddles or pursuers here, so why don't we get some rest and prepare ourselves here? Failing to prepare is preparing to fail. Everyone, the door to the next level seems to be unlocked. Do you require me to put my engine into Do you require me to put my engine into overdrive to get enough horsepower to break through? That won't be necessary. We've decided to rest and reorganize here anyway, so we should just be cautious and look around for a key. And if we discover that it's a door without a key, then I'll kick it open myself. Okay. Storybook. This is a strange fairy tale with some comments written in purple ink. The rabbit's pocket watch is, in truth, the beginning of the dream. Ah, Alice in Wonderland. The watch is a... There's no capital. The watch is a precise timekeeper, but the flow of time in Dreamland is madness. When the clock chimes, all shall end. Marianne, whom people often mistake Little for. But could it not be that they were, at first, one and the same? The caterpillar has all the hallmarks of maturity. The pipe, the reading glasses, the knowledge. Yet a larva he remains, not yet a butterfly. One who lacks the confidence to break through a cocoon shall die before ever becoming so. But moths have no mouth parts, and thus they can only leap into the flames. The Queen of Hearts, the one who loved to take heads. The White Knight, who mumbled about his little inventions. The Red Queen. In the end, it was all her dream, and she was the little mother cat. Yeah, so that's kind of like... Hi, bro. I like talking about it being Lyris. Oh, these are all going to attack us, huh? There are some of NARZISSENKREUZ's notes and books here. Interesting as they may be, none of them have a conclusion. Caterpillar, I have a question. Ask away. The members of the Ordo clearly hate Clockwork Mecha. So why are there so many gears in this tower? Now that is an interesting question, but all I can offer is my own conjecture. In my opinion, the theme of this place isn't gears, but bells. The chime of a bell holds a special meaning even for people like Jacob and NARZISSENKREUZ. A special meaning? When the bell tolls, the world ends, the adventure is over, or you simply awaken from the dream. Who knows? Hello, how may I assist? About the Gardamex. Do not worry, all of them are inactive. If we consider their extreme age and the fact that they are early models, the probability of them waking at all is far from certain. According to the records of those with me, accessing the level below will trigger their activation sequences. At that point, around 60% of them will activate successfully. As for the remaining 40%, it is no guarantee that they will fail to activate either. Ugh. At least there's a chance the slow march of time has reduced the danger we are about to face. You're starting to confuse me. Apologies, Miss Harley. Seymour. Harley, why are people so fond of immersing themselves in dreams? Marianne weaves a dream encircling everyone, and NARZISSENKREUZ is living in his dream of saving the world. And I'm the one who's worried about tomorrow. So it's understandable if you don't understand Paimon. But because Paimon's the type to live in the present. But if it's a dream, you have to wake up eventually. And there are only two things you can do after waking from a dream. You can try to go right back to sleep and return to the same dream, or you can face yourself in the waking world. And since you've woken up, it's time for breakfast. You can reward yourself with a nice chicken mushroom skewer. It's time to wake up again and bravely face reality for another day. You can do it. Wait, so that really was foreshadowing? That's so funny. Foreshadowing? What foreshadowing? Oh, that's such a funny little nod. Notes. Red is the foundational principle, the Philosopher's Stone, while yellow represents gold and mortal temptation. Yellow is simply bait. Red is the final goal. However, Khaenri'ah would likely seek the truth for gold's sake before turning that truth into a bread production pipeline. How can I help you, Knight Harley? Both Caterpillar and Seymour are helping out, but I don't seem to be of any use now. Don't worry about it. Of course, I understand. Though it's obvious that we can just kick it open, we've reached an understanding to do some investigating instead. I suppose this is us trying to mentally prepare ourselves. After a fashion, right? Miss Harley, Caterpillar seems to have found the key. Oh, I didn't do the voice. Oh well. Well, well, guess what we have stuck between the pages, Harley? Whoa, it's a key! Indeed, and Seymour's already used sonic imaging to do a rough analysis. It really is the key to that door. If Fontaine's authorities raided this place before, why didn't they find this? Perhaps the answer is that it was simply never raided. Having looked through the notes here, I think I can understand why. Why he simply closed the door and quietly left. What are you trying to say? It's nothing. Perhaps this is enough. After all, there are clockwork mecha below that may come to life at any second. Time to go. Investigation log. Oh. This report collates various other reports written during the archaeological studies conducted on the temple ruins, including, as the report includes large amounts of related to said plan, it is only available for internal consumption, and is prohibited to disclose any of the following content in speeches or official publications to external parties. As to how to decipher the stone tablets and bronze slates, we hit a massive roadblock right from the start. Most of the texts previously discovered in older Golden Troop ruins and legacy copies we got from collections were all from Fontaine's early nation building stage or later. As such, most of these texts were written in Fontainian script. This time we unearthed a great number of antediluvian bronze slates and stone tablets, which all use ancient Romurian script. Regarding Romurian characters, they seem to be some sort of phonography, of which we currently only recognise a single-digit amount. For the longest time, we treated them like simple musical notes, and undertook many trials on that basis without any progress. As such, we hit an impasse in our research. Until, after being reminded by Mr. Eric, we found, in an ancient copy preserved in the Institute of Natural Philosophy, made progress in deciphering the documents. It's the first step in a long journey, but we have already surpassed all previous scholars of the esoteric. Regarding morality, while this might conjure up empty talk of ethics today, it had more practical significance to the ancients. Complete mastery over the body by one's will was considered the consummation of human virtue, a pinnacle that only gods and the rarest of mortals could come close to attaining. Following moral decay, the will became shackled to bodily form. Willpower withered, and humanity became entirely enslaved to their flesh. The ancients would see this as a separation from civilization's communal body, an eternal sundering from music and the divine, becoming next of kin to the beasts. Regarding the concepts of spirit and will, just as the people of Sumeru had specialized terminology to illustrate different stages of plant growth, Fontainians had more than 20 words describing water's various aspects. However, the ancient study and differentiation of the spirit reached heights that we ourselves found challenging to attain. While for the most part it was divided into memory, wishes, soul, and persona, a spirit's qualities still carried complex distinctions. Among these, the state that came closest to the perfect freedom that divinities possessed was named true will. The detachment of human will with such meticulous research as a jumping-off point. Perhaps it was through this power that the ancients achieved transcendence from the physical realm. Despite this remarkable achievement, they were unable to escape their fate, which appeared preordained. Regarding Fortuna, myth, proverbs, and poetry are all that we have compiled so far in connection to Fortuna. These findings deviate significantly from initial expectations. At best, they could be described as vague inferences and a priori assertions, bereft of quantifiability or scientific rigor. They appear exceedingly rudimentary and primitive when compared to the world formula. Furthermore, as expected, this seems to be an attempt to make up for some shortfall. The ancients even made no small amount of errors in their selection of materials. This was unavoidable. Aside from analysis of the will and the seal of chemical marriage, there was hardly any utility to be found. When faced with the fact that the ancients were deceived by such falsehoods for 1,000 years, one can only wonder if it was a matter of faith or folly. Whoa. Where's Paimon? Paimon's with me. This is ominous. The combat capabilities arrayed here are quite the terrifying sight. Oh, you changed back, Caterpillar. Well, we do need to be ready for a fight after all. Look. These must be the security installations that were left behind when the tower was sealed. I'm afraid attempting to access the lowest level will trigger their activation sequences.
Your guess is correct. I've checked. These clockwork mecha can indeed still be activated. In other words, there's also a possibility that they will fail to activate.
They've been here for all these years? Well, this is the first time in all these years that the Holy Blade of NARZISSENKREUZ has been restored. If the design from back then is accurate, the Holy Blade itself is the key that will open the final seal. If everyone's ready, let's get started. Let's go, the final juncture awaits.
When the two of you are attacked, my permissions will activate, authorizing me to take action against official armed forces. As such, there is no need for concern.
Let's bring this to an end. Whoa, it feels like the floor is moving. Well, yeah. Just honked. It's the beginning of the end. Okay, reactivated mechanisms. Cool.
Right now. Emerge.
The wind knows me.
Are they gonna activate one at a time? Oh my god.
A sight to behold. Right now. Right here. Time to shine. Hold that pose. Shoot.
One with nature. Clouds high. The birds come into the wind.
Oh. We're just sinking? Okay. Interesting. Night Harley, Paimon, Caterpillar, Seymour, is everyone alright? Yes, it seems that we can now proceed deeper down. Let's go, while there's still time. But there's still a bunch of clockwork mecha here. Go now! Leave this area to Seymour and I. We'll regroup at the NARZISSENKREUZ Ordo. Good luck.
There's no need to worry about us. My combat assessment shows a 100% chance of survival.
Not Caterpillar and Seymour, then you leap through as the seal drops, and on the other side, you find... I'm so tired, but I'm so invested. Looks like Caterpillar and Seymour are stuck on the other side. Seymour, Caterpillar. Don't worry about the man. They're strong. Besides, we agreed that we'd meet back up at the Ordo after all this is over, didn't we? And don't forget, we're both here with you. You're right, Paimon. I've seen how strong, smart, and kind you both are. There's nothing to fear with you two here. Nothing to fear at all. That said, Paimon's a little scared herself. There's nothing to worry about. You have to keep moving forward. Okay. There's no telling what we'll run into next. Let's be careful. The start of Act 3? Oh my god. Wait, I'm just the Traveler. Genesis of a certain micro-universe. What the fuck? Is this the Primordial Sea? Oh yeah, we sunk really far down, didn't we? You know what this does remind me of? It reminds me of inside the Sacred Lotus in Sumeru, the remains of Egeria. Which I guess would make sense. She was like made of primordial seawater, kinda. The day of return has arrived. Who was that? Well, we're just swimming through the air, I guess. Well. Oh, okay. This is Rene? So this basically looks very, very similar to the world boss that Farina uses. I sense reason. Visitors, are you the successors to NARZISSENKREUZ, or are you a threat? You have drawn your weapons. I see your answer. NARZISSENKREUZ. Huh? This thing's NARZISSENKREUZ? If you have heard my name, then you know of my quest to save the world, and there is a chance that you can be saved. You draw your weapons at me only because you have been misled by untruths, but there is no time for me to waste my powers. Wonder and rejoice. When all is over, I shall explain. I shall demonstrate. But now, place the Holy Blade in my hand and flee to safety. We're not giving you the Holy Blade. Foolish, foolish, but I forgive you and will save you nevertheless. I can sense that the four Orthants have been reversed, but the Tree of Flowing is not yet complete. It is no longer possible to save everyone. I will extend my benevolence as far as possible, even if it makes an overdraft of my own life force. If only 5 in 10 can be saved, I will strive to save 6 in 10. Now I shall come to take the Holy Blade. Just me by myself, besties? Bro, I can't even hit it. Dude, it's level 100. Why are you so determined to oppose me? Do you not know that the apocalypse is nigh? Oh, I'm gonna die. Fine, the rites that shall save the world are unknown to mere mortals. Oh, I'm just healing? Okay. Oh my god. I just have to survive, I guess. Ow! I fucked up. Nope.
This is not the end.
Do I have to do that again? There's no fucking way if you die you have to do that again. Why is this so hard for no reason? And also, like, I don't have... Yeah, I don't have my normal artifacts and, like, my normal build. That's weird and annoying. But I am Dendro, I guess. Have you tried wishing for stamina? Fortunately, no. Oh, fuck. I missed. Cool. Cool. Don't touch me! Can you how the fuck am I supposed to avoid those? Look how much health this guy has. This is obscene. Here's the violence of the mundane universe. Cannot compete with thee. Allow me to show the essence of immortality and the judgment of the rain of blades. It was really inconvenient that I sneezed just then. Does reason guide your escape? Futile, you face the cracking and leaking of your very self. So that means we need to avoid those rift-like things. Thank you. This is weird as fuck. Oh. You dare not face the manifestation of your own shortcomings? Have you no spine? Music's pretty epic, though. Oh. Holy Blade is guiding us to go touch this bubble? Does it have some kind of deep, mysterious philosophical symbolism? Charge attacks unleash special attacks that can effectively damage NARZISSENKREUZ. Oh, nice. Oh, what an amazing move. Paimon's going to give it an amazing name. Righto, it's hereby christened the Kreuz Crisscross Cut. Oh my god. Wait, does it? No, it doesn't. Okay. In the one Mario Kart map, which is all snowy, but you can also go underwater? No idea what you're talking about, bestie. Nice. Okay, we're starting to get this. Oh, we finally have enough energy for fucking burst. Is reason that which grants you such strength? No, I have noticed. Have you always been in that realm that I pursue? Oh, you who are equal to a world. Yeah, because it said about, like, a descender being one whose will was equal to that of a world's. So I guess that's what descenders are? Nice. Impossible. I had already reached the stage of no return. How have I fallen to this point? I've lost all control of the primordial sea. Why? Why has this happened? Why? Why did you do this? The new world cannot be born. All will die in a shell, a husk of a dream. Paimon reckons you're the one who should try waking up from your dream. The end of the world is the kind of thing that everyone should work together to stop. I see. The Holy Blade is not on my side. With each swing, it cuts through the universal will that surrounds me. Until at last, my weak, ordinary self has returned to its physical body. That creature has already been defeated. I should have sensed the changes in the values originally entered into the world formula. A variable has descended upon this world. Not everything from outside the universe can be called a presence or variable. It seems I overlooked one nonetheless. You. The witness of all, the recorder of all, the designer of all. Designer, interesting. Only one who is worth a world could bear that title. I once dreamed of becoming one just like you, but that dream is now shattered. All I have done is meaningless, an empty dream. Yeah, pretty much. No less than a dream, even. A dream is at least harmless. But no, you and they have paid so much for all I have done. NARZISSENKREUZ. Oh, it's you. I didn't see you there. Do you know who I actually am? Names are just labels. But yes, I am most familiar with the two colours that mix in your soul. Enjoy your luck, Laura. Director Lyris does not know what has happened. She just holds on to Marianne, who herself still clings to life. She cannot understand such a complex present and future, and hopes to retain the past. And so, she does the only thing she can. My name is Anne. In that case, hello, Anne. I am willing to forgive you. What an odd thing to say. From the very start, my plans have had lofty and sacred aims. Selfishness has never come into it. Yes, it has. None may judge or criticize me, nor do I need forgiveness. Your aim may have been lofty, but your insanity has harmed many. You did not even enter the formula correctly, and what's wrong with being forgiven for a mistake? You are right. I apologize. So please, NARZISSENKREUZ, come back with us. There are other people you need to see. This guy seems to have become much more cooperative, but a request like that... Of course. Huh? Doesn't this sort of thing usually require some inner struggle and hours of persuasion? As I have said before, I do not feel that I have done anything wrong. My mission has failed, but the world has been saved nonetheless. Let others mock and curse me. I am empty within now. Only one desire remains. What is it? I too wish to return to the very beginning, to the time before the NARZISSENKREUZ heroes set off on their journey. But that's impossible. We are not masters of our own fate. I no longer even have the power to determine my own dreams. Well, Night Harley, when you're ready, we'll proceed to reseal the primordial waters, and then we'll leave this place. This place is mad. Are you ready to leave? Let's go. Yep, let's go. The entrance is sealed once more with the power of the holy blade of NARZISSENKREUZ. I see. The person who almost saved the world spoke. The holy blade need not be a sword. It could even be a gold-haired outlander. And now the younger sister, who never stood forth as part of the adventure, has grasped the sword at last. With that, you return to the NARZISSENKREUZ Ordo. I knew you'd come back in one piece. Am I glad that you and Seymour are okay?
In fact, the floor was quickly flooded by the rising water level, incapacitating the security machinery. Mr. Caterpillar carried me out under his arm.
I said in one piece, and indeed everyone is accounted for. So how is there one more person here? Well, allow me to introduce NARZISSENKREUZ, or rather, what's left of NARZISSENKREUZ. Master. You've made progress, Caterpillar. You seem even more human now than you did centuries ago. I thought I'd be more excited to see you, but I feel unexpectedly calm. Over the last several hundred years, I've read many books and come to understand more about your teachings, as well as some of the absurdities in your theories.
Image record of the individual known as NARZISSENKREUZ has been updated. Please do not make any sudden moves, NARZISSENKREUZ.
Silly dog, you're not going to initiate your mass annihilation mode again, are you?
I judge that the threat he constitutes to you is low. Still, do not make any sudden moves, NARZISSENKREUZ.
Alain Guillotine's creation. I once saw a bright future for it, that it could perhaps achieve what the ancient people's golems could not. Not that it matters now. Could you let me inspect its internals? Just out of a desire for knowledge, of course. Seymour's our companion, you know. Fine. Saving the world is usually just poetic rhetoric one employs to alleviate mental illness. Damn. Whether it takes the form of protecting the flame of a candle until the pilgrimage is done, or writing a story that allows fiction to reinvade reality. Did you recover from your malady in the end? Master, you now know what became of the NARZISSENKREUZ Ordo. What will you do next? There may be a hint of irony in your voice when you call me Master, but I will accept it nonetheless. You surely know about your birth? I'm not interested in that anymore. You were simply toying with life, a kind of indifference I find despicable. I will accept that too. Your attitude is so negative. Have you given up on yourself? I will answer your question then. My offer from before still stands. I will reveal the mysteries to them and answer any questions. In that case, please take Anne to find out the truth about her origins. You explain the other Marianne to NARZISSENKREUZ. Ah, so that's what happened to the director and Marianne. I will help you, of course. It is something I ought to do. Let us go to the kingdom through the looking glass together. Well, as for your wish from before, Paimon, I've done everything I can. I'll be staying out of whatever happens next. Huh? What wish? Is your memory that much worse than mine? Didn't you ask me to help you help Anne and Seymour? Oh, right. But why don't you want to come with us then? I think the next matter is very personal for Anne and Marianne. That scene doesn't call for a character like me. But you, Harley and Paimon, are different. You're the heroes of this story. Yes, the mighty heroine Paimon. Well, Paimon should actually be... Be what? You're not about to say something mean, are you, Caterpillar? Whatever do you mean? You're the kind, guiding fairy at the hero's side, of course. Fine. Paimon will take that. Once you finish up over there, let us things that used to be human have a little reunion.
Should I go with Miss Harley then?
Of course you should. I mean, you've been seeking the end of the quest this whole time. You too need an answer, don't you?
I apologize. I do not understand.
In that case, Seymour, you wait for us with Caterpillar. It's settled then. When it's just about time, I'll bring you to them.
Understood.
Seymour, Caterpillar, thank you. Shall we? Alright, let's go find Marianne. Act 4? Bro. Well, hurry up and get it done then. We do need to have that get-together, don't we? The reason why I'm not worried about everything going smoothly is... Well, NARZISSENKREUZ is an absolutely reliable guide, so there won't be any issue with him around.
An explanation? What do you mean? My operations require energy and commands, not explanations. Still, maintaining a primary directive system and logic module that both could constantly return errors has brought me to the verge of shutdown. Perhaps I do need some assistance.
Wait, this is even worse than last time. How's everything back to the way it was? Wait, there's no ocean there. Anne, you of purest water, visualize in detail what this place would be like if all obstacles receded before you. Will that do anything? Caterpillar said before that the story has already lost its meaning. As such, these imaginary things aren't necessary anymore. This is how it might be for a low-level seeker. However, you are also the master of this place. Some believe the world to be only a prison of suffering, devoid of meaning, but you wield power over this place. So rewrite it, imbue it with meaning. Only the hubris of one who believes themselves above the world can give rise to miracles. Had I not fervently believed I was above the apocalypse, I would not be where I am now. I don't know if where you are now is... like a good place. Like, I don't know if we should follow your example, bestie. Are you saying that you also believe the world has meaning? Why else would I have made so many plans to save it? On second thought, perhaps Caterpillar was right, and one only seeks the world's salvation to prove that they themselves deserve it. Paimon doesn't really get what that means. Only by transforming oneself into a being of light to bring hope to a darkened world may one be permitted to enter the eternal kingdom of light after death. This is, big Jesus vibes. Are martyrs who perish for the world's sins undeserving of salvation? Paimon gets it, and doesn't get it at the same time. It is no matter. My teachings no longer have an audience. Oceanid Anne, can you do what I said? I'll give it a try. Oh? Ah! The Oceanid's back. Oh yeah, we raised the water level originally when we first did this quest. Whoa. You're amazing, Anne. You're amazing, Anne. Thank you. But I don't feel that amazing. Why is that? Because this is something you would normally take for granted. You have simply remembered a fragment of your origin. Let us press on. You are most talented, Anne. Would you like to inherit NARZISSENKREUZ's... I'll pass! She's like, fuck this. I'm not interested in your bullshit, sir. Let me see what I can do. Could we not have just walked across the water anyway? Oh, fish. Go back. Look out to the rear. Allow me. Oh. We'll make it up faster this way. Ah, look at you, Anne. This reminds me of lucid dreaming, actually. Or at least my experiences with lucid dreaming. Why must you force my hand? I must defend this place. Ugh, so many and deployed like that. This is just bombarding. I also have people I must protect. Knight Harley. What am I doing? Back the crystal. Oh. I believe in you, Knight Harley. What? Oh, did I leave the... Oh, okay. Knight Harley. Oh. I am fucking up. Oh. No! Okay. Okay, I see. Go back. NARZISSENKREUZ, remember to come back here if you're about to get blown away. Predators unabashed, I see. Okay, so I just keep working my way around, I think. Oh, cool. Go back. Please, I beg of you. Marianne's voice really is getting weaker. It's gone from a command to a request. Still, it sure doesn't look like she's begging us. Can you push yourself still further, Anne? It's fine. Since we've already come this far, there's no point in turning back now. Forgive me, Marianne, but we must get through this place. You got rid of them all, Anne? It's pointless to resist the truth. Anne merely denied that futile resistance. Let's keep moving forward. The door here is shut. How are we going to get inside now? If we can't get in, then we can't get to that dizzying corridor and room, and can't jump down to that place where we fought Narcissus. No problem. Allow me to ensure this visit of ours won't be in vain. Little is also nothing more than a figment of the Red Empress's dream. I still don't understand who Little is. And this time, it's time to wake up. Indeed, that is the case. Enter. Ooh. This is a lot bigger than before. Oh, it's like a separate little area that links back to here. Yeah. Anything to investigate around here? Doesn't seem so. Oh, here's the original storybook that we went into to get into that realm. I guess it makes sense now why we weren't able to go back to that area where we first met Marianne. Because they had this in mind. This is like our little backdoor route into it. Even though I managed to glitch out of bounds to get back in here. In 4.0. Why? Why couldn't you just leave us here in peace? Marianne! We should be able to help you this time. Please, let us in. No, I don't need your help. Please leave. I'm begging you. Princess Lyris, your story should have you living happily ever after. I won't give up. This barrier is composed of an extremely hard and resistant will, But the Holy Blade is in your hands now, Harley. If Paimon remembers correctly, the Holy Blade should be able to cut through any will that comes from water. Correct, clever one. I've got it. Sorry, Marianne. Just bear with us. Don't come back here again. It's warm here, and I like it that way. Don't come to me with your expectations, with that determined look on your face. Just leave me alone till the consciousness that keeps this form together fades away. No one needs saving, and that's great. Just let me decay here on my own until everything is broken down, until nothing more than a puddle of dirty water is left. Please stop, I'm begging you. Stay away. This is Aranaporsis. Imagine just like... Oh, wait! Oh. You attack it. We broke through. Why are you doing this? Is the truth really that important? What's wrong with forever dwelling on dreams of the past? It may be that the truth isn't that important. But the future is. Indeed, even if you all regard me as a villain, I have never once given up on the future. Wait, you're? That is correct. I am NARZISSENKREUZ. Rene! Yes, I am Rene. This is who I am now. I am most pleased to see you both, as well as Anne. Your present state could be said to be something beyond human or oceanid, a state of transcendence. As human is to ape, so is superhuman to human. You are now the meaning of Fontaine itself. Is this really a good time to be saying this sort of stuff? You don't think about anyone else's feelings, do you, NARZISSENKREUZ? My apologies. I am responsible for the circumstances that led you all here. It's okay. I've already forgiven him, Marianne. Please, look at this. This is... Yeah, I love this picture so much, it's so cute. This is the eternity I've always longed to protect. Rene. Yes? I can't forgive NARZISSENKREUZ just yet, but Rene is a different story. The NARZISSENKREUZ Institute was our home. Why did things turn out this way? It was likely doomed to be thus from the moment Alain had us act out the story of the hero NARZISSENKREUZ and the evil dragon over and over. I too missed the way things used to be. But NARZISSENKREUZ was born out of the delusion of salvation, and what a protracted dream that was. But I was roused from that dream. Now it is your turn. It's not a contradiction to accept your past as well as how you'll live your life going forward. That's what Caterpillar told me. The apocalypse has been stopped, and the future is full of possibilities. The future holds more for you than just pain. This I promise you. If you cannot accept yourself, you could allow Anne to merge with you. Then use the holy blade of NARZISSENKREUZ to separate the personas of Lyris and young Marianne. That won't be necessary. I'm willing to accept the past. Our little hero Anne's adventure is hers alone. I will live on as myself, and see what the world you risked everything to save is like, Rene. Huh? The holy blade of NARZISSENKREUZ is... I see. Your will has been conveyed, Marianne. The holy blade's purpose has been fulfilled, and its significance in the story has ended. Paimon doesn't totally get it, but does it mean that Harley won't be able to use that cool title anymore? Fine by me. Let us return to the original topic. You said that you'd like to see the outside, but this is now Guillotine's world. I doubt there will be much to see. However, if you can bring yourself to like it, that would be ideal. And, Rene, shall we travel together? Absolutely. As for me, regrettably, you must allow me to decline. There is still something that I must do. Oh, okay. In that case, don't forget to give me your address. I'll write to you about what Anne and I encounter on our journey. Just like when you and Jacob would tell me about what you saw in Sumeru. Except I'm afraid our journey will have to wait a teeny bit longer. Caterpillar did say that we would have a reunion or something. That's right, he should be here soon. Let's wait a little longer for him, shall we? Alright, you two do you. Let's take this opportunity to talk to Marianne, Harley. Pretty. Wait! They're kids again. Perhaps I should have proposed a toast to us who were once human. So that is actually what Carter looked like when he was a kid. Though I don't think any of us could imbibe the way we are now. Was there anything that could not be said before we set off? I'm just giving you a chance. It may not have been a good time for you to say some things back there. You could tell. Well, it cannot be helped. I have expended too much of my power. I shall not remain able to maintain myself for long. But why? We worked so hard to... But before I disappear, tell me what you have learned over these last few centuries. I would like to know what sort of dreams you had. Until I met Knight Harley and Paimon, I was always searching for Princess Lyris. Even after learning the truth, that I was just a character in someone's dream, I have no regrets. That's because I've already completed the best and greatest adventure of all. Perhaps my reward is being able to turn my dreams into reality. I was just going back and forth between prison and books, occasionally dreaming about parts of my previous life. There were times when I wondered whether the butterfly became me, or I became the butterfly. But once I awoke, I would realize that I was only a caterpillar. The butterfly is also me, but whether it's the future or past me is hard to say. Dreams, magic, memories, esotericism. All that I once held dear now seems worthless to me. During the first 10 years, I focused all my power on preventing the dissipation of my will. During the years that followed, I used that potent will to construct a universe within myself to resist my coming fate. That is how I held on. I suppose it is the same for you, to build a beautiful dream out of the ruins of what was once our home. That is an incredible thing. Marianne was right. It's warm here. Yes, I know. I grow weary. Anne, please leave me here. Farewell. He never did change his name back to Rene, did he? What if life is just a dream? Oh, so this is where the adventure we and Anne had came from. No wonder everything was so chaotic. It wasn't finished. Yeah, I couldn't figure an ending out. At that point, everything had fallen apart. But the more such things happen, the more we want a simple, happy ending. You know, sometimes you say I, and sometimes you say we. Are you really Marianne, or are you Lyris, the oceanid they were always talking about? I don't know. Well, not that it matters anymore. I think she's both. Because Lyris, like, absorbed Marianne. So she's kind of a mix of the two. And Anne is also both. Because Anne came from the combination of Lyris and Marianne. So Anne took the form of the real young Marianne. I don't know what this form is, though. Whether this form is what Lyris looked like when she was running the orphanage? Anne, Caterpillar, you're back. Where's Rene? He was a bit tired, so he went to rest. Well, Paimon hopes he turns over a new leaf and stops causing trouble. Seymour, you can come over now.
Understood. Miss Marianne! Miss Marianne! Your new hair and eye colors are simply dazzling.
Honestly, you silly dog. Is that all you can say?
My language sensor is unable to express the information I am processing.
I know. You're the same as ever. Sorry. I missed you so much. Right, so such things happened, huh? And there's Jacob.
Ms. Harley and Ms. Paimon's description largely fits with the facts, but one thing must be added. My power output during combat has been far below expectations. This is because over 30% of my components were damaged during the battle at Elinus and have not been maintained since. I hope you will consider this when evaluating my performance and will not choose to scrap me.
Of course not. You have always been strong and brave. You are much more resilient than we are, Seymour.
Indeed, my designer Alain Guillotine is Fontaine's leading engineer, and the components I am made of represent the best of the nation's material science and craftsmanship.
You're most formidable, Seymour.
Thank you for your accurate assessment.
But that's not what Anne was trying to say.
What are your next orders, Miss Marianne?
You decide, Marianne. As far as Seymour is concerned, I'm just Anne. Seymour, what would you like to do?
My primary directive is to accompany and protect you, Miss Marianne, on behalf of Alain Guillotine.
Oh, you silly. Those are my brother's... Alain's instructions. I'm asking you what you want to do.
I once promised Miss Mamere that once I found my mistress, I would return to her coordinates and thank her.
And that was correct of you. Good dog. Marianne, do you remember what you once said to me? Yes. Seymour, I hope you can become the master of your own fate. That in the future, you will do what you want to do, and what you think is right.
Miss Marianne, do I understand this correctly? Are you saying that my previously received orders should be regarded as null and void?
Yes. So let me ask you again, Seymour. What do you want to do?
I wish to remain by your side, Miss Marianne, but I also wish to accompany Miss Mamere. However, I calculate that the spatial requirements of those two wishes are incompatible.
Perhaps not. We will be taking a trip to explore this world. And Miss Mamere is an artist, isn't she? Then let our journeys coincide. We will leave our footprints in the deserts, in the forests, and in the snowfields, in the lost ancient city of Yith, and in Arcadia, and in golden Hyperborea. I don't know where these places are. We will enjoy the sights we see and the stories we write together. What do you think, Seymour?
I find that's a very reasonable suggestion, Miss Marianne, but I will need to ask for Miss Mamere's consent.
Yes, of course. Let us agree to meet here. In any case, I'm eager to meet this artist who's kept you company for so long.
Coordinates entered.
So next... Harley, Paimon, and Caterpillar, you were the bravest and strongest of all. Thank you all so much. Wait, so I'm no longer a knight? That story is over. And for me, for us, you, as you are now, are the realest and most important of all. And not just in the story when you play the role of a knight. Just like the Holy Blade in the story became a new sword when its mission was complete, so too will the knight return as a new person. Paimon can't decide if you're praising or criticizing Harley here. It is praise, of course. Oh, she looks so cute. You have written an end to an unfinishable story, and you have brought us a new tale. We will never forget this. Aw, come on, there's no need to be so polite. I've also gained a lot from being able to play my role in this tale. I hope you will have a wonderful trip. Yes, and I am confident we will meet again in the future.
Then it is time for me to return to Miss Mamere's coordinates.
We can come too. Caterpillar, come with us, would you? Caterpillar, let's see this through to the end. Very well, I will accompany you. Gameplay tutorial. Your destiny with NARZISSENKREUZ has come to a conclusion, but power still remains within the Holy Blade. Immersing the sword of NARZISSENKREUZ in the font brimming with magical power within the story of Anathosis can change the sword's alignment between Numa and Usia. Oh, that's cool. Where would you most like to go right now, Marianne? Well, I've remained for far too long in that imaginary past world. The world must have changed a lot after hundreds of years. I want to see this world beyond the glass wall. I want to experience new stories. Are you afraid, Marianne? I know stories end, but I find it difficult to imagine that everything would end like this. From the moment I was born, the NARZISSENKREUZ kingdom was everything to me. I understand that you're feeling more uneasy than I am. You were born for this story. But from now onward, you must start your own story. And story. And I must slowly step away from the looming shadow of my past. Neither Lyriss's memories nor Marianne Guillotine's represent who I am now. We have a long path ahead of us, Anne. But I know you'll be alright. If you find yourself feeling afraid, we can come back here. Even if only ruins remain, a seed that drifts here will bloom. So long as we remain, we can always rebuild a new home. Aww. That's really sweet. I hope we're able to just, like, come back here whenever, because it's really pretty. Oh, what am I doing? But I have a feeling that it's gonna lock it off to us again.
Harley and Paimon and Seymour. You need to come back?
Is it just Paimon, or do you sound a little angry, ma mère?
Yes, even without Harley and Paimon's help, my positioning and navigational modules would have allowed me to return.
Incredible.
Wait, so you were just surprised?
Well, I knew you wouldn't disappear with the token that symbolizes my life and birth. I also knew that Harley and Paimon would be sure to bring you back.
Returning to your side is what I want to do. It is not a concept I fully understand, but logic prompts me to do this. I believe this is correct.
That's kinda complicated, and I can't say I understand, but never mind. It's just good that you're back. Oh, and this is...
Hello. Don't worry about me. I'm just along for the ride. What a funny cast of characters.
Is that so? Well, you're a fascinating color. And regardless, I'm delighted to see Seymour. I haven't heard from Father since the message Harley passed on, and then Seymour left. It was difficult for me.
Oh, it looks like my mare doesn't know what happened while you were in a daze.
Everyone in Mercy Village helped me during that time. That's what made me realize what Father meant. Oh yes, I've been learning a new style of painting while I was with them.
Is it even more novel than before?
I think it would be easier to understand. Even the Melusines of Mercy Village can tell what I'm painting now, rather than just saying, "Oh, how lovely."
Wow, Paimon can't wait to see your priceless masterpieces.
Hehe.
Oh, and speaking of paintings, Marianne mentioned something. Seymour explains the idea of a joint trip.
Really? That sounds wonderful. Let's set off now then, on our round-the-world trip of artistic creation. Yes, let's go. Now, this instant. I'll pack up my art supplies and clothes. You just sit tight and wait for me, alright?
Yes, Miss Bobert.
Whoa, you sure are springing into action.
Of course. I mean, if you don't act, your dreams will never come true, right? Paints, paints.
While we wait, let me express my gratitude to you, Miss Harley, Miss Paimon, and Mr. Caterpillar. This is based on my own judgment and what, as Miss Marianne says, I want to do. With your help, I have finally been able to complete my task. However, I still do not understand what it means to become the master of my own fate. Fate, you see, is a concept humans create to help them understand things. It is not real.
Whoa, Paimon doesn't know how to explain this now. Didn't they tell you? Just do what you want to do. If you always do what you want to do, you'll become the master of your fate.
I see, and what I want to do now is to sit here and wait for Miss Bobert.
Okay, in that case, Paimon wishes you all a good trip.
Thanks, Paimon. Paintings to give them, paintings to give.
Be a good dog and look after ma mère, alright?
I will. It is what I want to do.
You and Caterpillar arrive outside Mercy Village. So the tale of NARZISSENKREUZ has ended. It is time for me to follow my own path. Where will you go, Caterpillar? That is a good question, Paimon. And since the beginning of time, only the most determined and resilient of people have found their answers. There you go again. I jest. For now, the only thing I can be sure of is that I still owe La Noire half a story, but I don't know how it ends yet. There's a lot to consider. I don't know where I'll go, but there are a few things I need to find. Is that so? So goodbye, Harley, and farewell, Paimon. Meeting you both has been the most fortunate thing to happen in this life of mine. Goodbye, Caterpillar. Yeah, take care, Caterpillar. Don't let anyone find out who you really are. That'd be a pain. Paimon, you can't just say that. The hilly child smiles before turning to leave. Aww. That was a really nice ending to that quest, actually. Man, I hope we get more stuff with them, even though, like, that ended in a very final way. So we probably won't get more stuff with them, but I kind of hope we do, because I've really liked following their story. NARZISSENKREUZ notes, what left its name behind? What lies spread all over the valley? What reflects itself in the mirror water? What symbolizes the lonely, world-saving sacrifice? Okay. Ooh. This is wild. This is weird because, like, I went down to that area and couldn't find... I didn't find this. Interesting. Huh? That painting? Ah. It tasted like it had a spice kind of flavor to it. Yeah, I was wondering if we're allergic. If it doesn't taste earthy water to you, you have an allergy, yeah. Oh, Paimon's head is spinning. Is that Canatila?
Hey, we meet again. You're with Paimon this time?
Huh? Paimon was here when we meditated here the last time.
Is that so? I don't remember. No matter. It's all thanks to you that I found the location of the looking glass and the flowers that are about to bloom, and deepened my understanding of this place.
Talking to Canatila is as confusing as ever. Wuff.
But...
Wuff, wuff.
Okay, I hear you.
She's talking to the puppy? Could it be that Melusine can generally communicate with dogs? How incredible.
Well, I guess that's that. I'll see you next time. Even if you said that, I'm still coming back to play with you. Let's go, Miss Harley, Paimon.
Oh, we're back here.
Well, here we are again.
What is it?
I feel really bad for saying this, since everyone's so nice to me, all of you, but... Don't you feel the real world is so frighteningly dull? Don't you think the world in the book is far more beautiful?
I don't think so.
Is that so? Maybe that's right. I'm not normal. I still feel the world in the Book of Revealing is much more appealing. There are dew-covered petals everywhere, and I finally made friends with the puppy.
That puppy... Canatila, can you communicate with dogs?
Of course not. However, the puppy in the Book of Revealing is special. Or maybe I'm special? I've been meditating to travel to the world in the book, and then one day, the puppy's usual barking turned into something I could understand. As for what we talked about, he asked me to go and never come back. But I still want to see the sunflowers bloom.
Is that so? Take care, Canatila. We'll be going. Canatila doesn't seem to be here. Maybe she's in that mysterious place again. Should we start meditating? Having heard what she said the last time, I'm a little bit concerned. I'm going to check it out. Well, this is kind of unsettling, but let's go together. Paimon, why don't you wait out here for me? What? The world in the Book of Revealing. It may be more dangerous than we imagined. So I don't want you to take the risk. But we've been journeying together this whole time, haven't we? There's no hardship we can't overcome, and no enemies we can't defeat together. The dangers inside may not be something Force alone can resolve. Why are we so intent on not allowing Paimon in? That's interesting. Well, if you insist, you're smarter than Paimon, so Paimon has faith in you. Just don't abandon Paimon. Paimon will wait right here until you return. I promise, I'll be right back. The edges of the pages blur gradually. A profoundly unfamiliar yet familiar world enters your field of vision. Here. No, Paimon. This isn't where I got to go through meditation before. Over there, that's... Oh, it's Caterpillar. And we're back in the Enkanomiya library. Or a version of the Enkanomiya library. Ah. Are we being lured? Fallen Bouquet. Oh, that's what the Hilly-Churl rogues drop. Which is what he is. We're being lured, I feel like. Okay, that was creepy. Wait. How am I talking to him from over here? Caterpillar. Looks like he can't hear me. How did you find out about this? Did you just, like, look it up online? Caterpillar. Who's there? It's you. I remember you. What brings you here? I was just going to ask you the same thing. Nothing. It's just that... You're Harley, right? And... Where is the little white thing that's always with you? What was her name again? Why isn't she here? Are you alright? I came here to look for something important. Do you know what it is I'm looking for? Never mind. Forget that I asked. Why are you here anyway? This place is very dangerous. You should turn around now. There were people who once came here for the trial, but they lost their way and their minds turned to mush. Huh, I remember now. You and I... We accomplished something incredible together. The only thing in my life that I'm proud of. You mean... defeating NARZISSENKREUZ? What happened to him? Are you a member of the NARZISSENKREUZ Ordo? Or are you one of Guillotine's people? Ah, the golden butterfly, as shiny as the sun itself. Interesting, so he's, like, regressed back to, like, when he was, like, first made into a Hilly-Churl, I guess. Once you have a light like that, everything will... everything... I wonder what the light is. Oh, you know what, I guess... Oh wait, is the dog Seymour? The light is a sperm cell. The dog must be Seymour. I wonder if, like... in this realm, it's all full of, like, echoes of the past. And so it's an echo of Caterpillar that for some reason also kind of recognizes us, but isn't sure. Is that so? That makes things easier then. What's your name? Caterpillar. I didn't think I'd see you here, Harley. Where's Paimon, though? I don't see her. Oh, okay, so he's remembering more now. Wait, you're not some monster who's transformed into someone I know in order to trick me, are you? We just saw each other not long ago. Is that so? Feels like a long time has passed since we said farewell. Might just be my age, though, and my memory is getting worse. My memory getting worse as I get older. Are you sure you're not a monster? Do you still remember? The Giant's Garden. I remember, yes. Ah, it's really you. Sorry, I've encountered too many incredible things here, and many battles that could not be won. But things have finally changed here. Golden rays of light have arisen, and the sunflowers have bloomed. Oh, so he's... Oh wait, there is a sunflower there. But he's seeing this not as it actually is, I guess. Or we're not seeing it as it actually is. Regardless, we're seeing different versions of this, I think. Even the universe the Ancient Ones speculated about is not immune to changes. Maybe things will get better. Maybe I will finally understand and be able to let go. Caterpillar. Come with me. I suppose it really is you. I remember now. I knew you, and you haven't changed. You're always sticking your nose in someone else's business. Damn. Brutal. I helped you save the world, bitch. But that's because you're kind and honest. But you don't have to worry about me. I don't need help. You've seen what I'm capable of. And perhaps I know more about this place than even you do. Hillychurl, tell the girl to leave at once. Bruh. Do you have something to tell me? Can you understand what I'm saying? I see. Let me ask you, what am I in your eyes? A dog. Maybe there is still hope. Leave this place, young one. It's for your own good. I agree, Harley. You belong to a brighter world. I have a question. You shouldn't. Goodbye, and don't come back. I won't just leave like this. Your real name is... Why did you do that to me? Hey, you're back. How long was I gone for? Just the blink of an eye. If it was just the blink of an eye to you... What's wrong? Nothing. I suppose it really is dangerous inside. Is that so? Anyway, where's Canatila? She didn't go become a guard in the court of Fontaine, did she? I'm feeling a little dizzy. Let's come back next time. Oh, okay. Should we find something to eat? Paimon was so worried about you that she's now starving. In the blink of an eye? Wasn't it just... Yeah, exactly. Wasn't it just a blink of an eye for you? Well, it took a lot of effort to worry about you. Harley, are you still going to meditate? We haven't found Canatila yet. I'm going to need you to give me another moment, Paimon. Okay then. It's just a blink of an eye anyway. Paimon's not worried at all. Still, be careful, Harley. Don't worry. Edges of the pages blur gradually. Ms. Harley, didn't we just see each other? When did we last meet? I'm not sure. After all, it's hard to keep track of time in a place like this. Come with me, Canatila. Something about this place doesn't feel right. But don't we get to decide what feels right or not? Oh wait, I'm supposed to be doing her voice.
I didn't mean to be so deep, but I really like this place. It's full of life and colours, things I've never seen on the other side.
I only saw a sunflower. Wait, there's another one of her there as well. What? And there? Huh? I only saw a sunflower.
Really? Wow. Where?
Where we saw the puppy.
Okay, I'm going there now.
Wait.
One with nature.
I see. The flames on the throne have been extinguished, and the burnt ashes have once again turned into trees. Flowers bloom with your every step, bringing change to an otherwise inevitable decay in the future.
Canatila?
Huh? It's Miss Harley. What brings you here? Right. The golden butterfly has returned. I need to go and see it. Goodbye.
The fuck, bro? Shadow Clone Jutsu, yeah. Kanatila?
Huh? You're finally back. I was so worried. I don't know what I would have done if you never came back. After you went inside, I waited outside for a very, very long time. I even tried to get help from the other Melusines, but no one knew what to do.
Seems like I've been here for quite a while then. Well, I've got to go.
What? Harley, where are you going?
Don't worry, I'll come back once I find you, Kanatila. Just wait for me a little longer, okay? I know that saying this to you won't change much. But still, trust me.
Harley.
Oh, this is trippy. I like it. I love me some weird shit. Okay, nothing occurring here. Here he is. Oh!
Right here. Emerge.
Okay,
Right
so
here.
it looks like we were being lured. Oh! It only, like, took a tiny bit of damage before it, like, went. That's weird.
Miss Harley. Wait, why isn't Paimon with you?
That rift. What are you looking at?
What rift? Isn't this a mirror?
Oh! Were we actually going into rifts that whole time, every time we went into a mirror? Yeah, so I guess, like, all of the old ruins that the NARZISSENKREUZ, like, buried stuff in, had links to the Abyss, because this is, like, abyssal. And I guess Rene wanted to use the power of the Abyss.
Well, speaking of that, there is something that I've been looking for. I'm trying to find clues to the looking glass. It looks like a painting and lets people meditate in a similar manner to the Book of Revealing.
About the before Orthants and the painting in the Tower of Gestalt.
Really? So it's in a place like that? Okay, thank you, Miss Harley.
Oh. Whoa. Oh! Wait! Paimon's saying watch out, don't go near there. Wait! Oh my god, it's put me back at the beginning. Are you fucking for real? Get wrecked Harley, apparently. Jeez, where even was I? Alright, I should just run. Instead of trying to explore. So I'm just like... in the sky. We're getting closer to this thing. Oh! Oh, thank god. I was like, are you fucking for real? Oh! Yep.
Emerge. Right here.
We're fighting this demon again. No? Okay.
Please help.
Strike a pose.
It's coming from over there. Gotta be quick.
Whee.
Where am I going? Oh. Ah. This is cool. Oops. I think it's funny how it says we're like under Elinus, but we kind of aren't. It's funny how they end up taking us back here where like...
Here, Miss Harley, help me.
We could have got here other ways.
Right now, right here, right now.
That's what I was trying to say.
Thanks, Miss Harley.
What happened?
I don't know. I just wanted to see the blooming sunflowers and the cute puppy. But a monster came after me and the sky got darker. I heard many voices talking about things that I didn't understand. I was scared, so I followed the golden light and ran forward. The world got a little darker whenever the monster came near. The garden, the palace, the great trees, and the flowers all disappeared. It was very gloomy, and I only saw ruins. And then the monster caught up to me.
So she's seeing it how we're seeing it now. You don't have to worry now. Puppy, please send her back. Don't come around here anymore, little one. There's nothing here, but there's a whole world waiting for you out there.
Huh? Are you the puppy? But will I see you again? Will this world become a beautiful garden again?
No. Goodbye. Damn. And you, let me ask you one more time. What am I in your eyes? A dog. That's good. You just got rid of someone who shouldn't be here, and thanks to you, this world's collapse has stopped. I mean, I'm assuming this is a rift hound. Right? Just pretending to look like a dog. So Caterpillar, I guess, was like roaming around and he became like a shadow version? I don't know. But it is unwise for any of you to stay all the same. What's going on? Rift hound and drag, true. This world was going to disintegrate because someone who shouldn't be here arrived, shaking the foundations of this world. Is that why I saw what I saw? I don't know what you experienced. I am not you, after all. Yeah, that's a good point. And who are you, then? That is not important. What's important is the masters of this imaginary world. They believed that they could save the world, but they didn't know if this world actually needed to be saved. Maybe the world in their memories was but an afternoon forever bereft of blooming sunflowers. But those are their stories and not mine. I'm just a memory that they have of their friend. Yeah, I feel like it's a rift hound that is the memory of Seymour, I guess? They once believed that they could save me, but ultimately... The butterfly became a cocoon, and a larva emerged from the cocoon. Then the larva returned to the void that was never born. Or is it... caterpillar? Because his memories were regressing. And the whole thing of the butterfly theme. Came a cocoon and a larva emerged from the cocoon. So it's going backwards. And the larva returned to the void that was never born. But none of these things matter. I have nothing left. I'm just a shadow in their memories, left behind by their obsession to save me. Yeah, I think this is Caterpillar. Or perhaps Caterpillar as Carter, who realizes who he is. Because their obsession to save him, like, they went through so much to save his life after he accidentally died. I don't hate them, though. Even if they changed after losing me, my existence in this world of memories and delusions is proof of their persistence. As someone who was once their friend, I am more than satisfied. No matter what I become, I am forever grateful for the friendship we once had. Anyway, let's end it here. You can feel the influence this place has on you, can't you? Farewell. We won't see each other again. Yeah, I think that was Carter specifically, rather than his reincarnated form. Where am I supposed to be going? Log. This was the only method to which I could resort in order to preserve him. What if he cannot be restored? I'm scared. This is different from that time with Kata, but... Oh! No, I must be calm. Rene needs my help, now more than ever. What is the most reasonable course of action he would take at this time? I need to first keep his condition under wraps so that the Ordo will not collapse. I need to come up with some reasonable pretense, though I'm not sure how long it will hold. We need to at least ensure the Tower of Gestalt's completion. The stark contrast between how he'd always say so much to me and the present is utterly heart-wrenching. There should still be hope. According to our research, if we can further break down and purify Director Lyris's essence, perhaps with the principles behind the ancient golems, if all goes well, we should also be able to cure Kata. In the end, Anne departed in great sorrow. I should not have lost my temper so, but I did not know how to answer her, and I did not wish to deceive her. Alain is through with us. I do not wish to lose her too, but as long as Rene is restored, surely she and Alain will. Who is writing this? Is it Jacob? I've been interpreting the data in search of a solution and sharing the results with Rene. There has still been no response, but I can already envision his response with perfect clarity. Criticizing the Universitas Magistrorum for putting the cart before the horse, I definitely butchered that, neglecting the fundamental principles underlying everything, and diving straight the details of how to put those techniques to use. How they inverted even the alchemical stages for other purposes. I have successfully re-extracted that part of the persona and stored it in the Orthants at least. So Jacob found that Rene had, like, completely disintegrated, like, persona-wise, and he, like, extracted enough of his consciousness and stored it in the tower. Well, not in the tower, but, like, in the different parts of the pieces. The connection with the primordial waters. I've penned research notes like a man possessed. Rene will be quite surprised when the time comes. I've gotten used to projecting confidence to people. No one in the Ordo seems to suspect. Or perhaps they dare not suspect, but in truth, I have become somewhat disappointed in them. It seems that there was an alchemist from Canria named R who joined a secret order, so that would be Rheindotter, joining the Hexen Circle. From what fragmentary records exist, it appears that they made significant headway, but the available materials are scarce. If Rene doesn't recover, the Ordo will slowly dissolve. Dissolve, get it? And if we were all mistaken, and the colossal beasts and apocalypse are false, will there be others who shall research the trail left behind, as I am now? This idea needs to be tested on someone else first, but that means I'm afraid there's no other way. No way out. I have recently received reports that some of them have been talking amongst themselves. I must figure out how to handle this. I suppose this can be considered their contribution to our research. After all, they are loyal to Rene and are not our enemies. This knowledge will prove most useful in helping Rene, and to him as well. Oh, he experimented on the other supporters. The conscious creation that arose from this showed great promise. Perhaps I finally found the right approach. Placed in the silver basin, gleaming, I taught them language and natural philosophy. I've decided to teach them how to paint, which could help exercise their newly grown prosthetic limbs. Generated a near-identical persona, dissolved and dispersed. It saddens me somewhat, but I believe. Should strengthen the form, maintained for 32 days. The ones that ultimately survived were unstable blobs of water with rudimentary human forms. It seems that relying on the sword and Lyris's nature alone is insufficient. Oh! Was this Jacob making Anne and Marianne and, like, all of the hydro-idolins of all of the kids, maybe? I don't know. I'm getting a little bit confused on timeline, but I'm thinking. Did think of Kata's remains. I have a few ideas. With these, along with some of the leftover material from Kata's current state, I'll use the pocket watch Alain gave me as the cornerstone to construct Rene's form. Oh no, it's still... Okay, yeah, he's still working on Rene. I've never dared part with it, as it represents all the time Rene and I had shared. We were much luckier than those who dream still in those circular ruins. Reconstruction according to my design should be possible. I have named him. All that remains is to implant. He will not remember his 2 previous failures. These setbacks should obstruct his path to transcendence. He shall become our ideal NARZISSENKREUZ. He shall take long strides and walk far ahead of me once more, casting his slender shadow in the sun. He shall guide us in shaping a new future, one in which there will be a place for Alain and Anne. What remains of them can be used as material for other experiments. For example, we can graft them onto those who have lost their intellect. Okay, yeah, so the version of Rene that we found and fought, NARZISSENKREUZ, was constructed, I'm assuming by Jacob, after discovering that Rene dissolving didn't really work. And he kind of wiped most of his memories of his previous self and just became NARZISSENKREUZ. So that's the consciousness we met rather than the original person, Rene. Okay, I see. I think I understood that. Whoa! Paimon, that was super fast. Paimon didn't even have time to blink. That's a relief. Alright, our little troublemaker's back. Kanatila, you made Harley really worried, you know? I'm sorry. Huh? Paimon's not blaming you. Don't cry, Kanatila. Come on, Paimon will give you something delicious to eat. What happened? We encountered some danger inside. Oh. Don't cry, Kanatila. You're a brave, brave Melusine. Here, this is Paimon's favourite chicken mushroom skewer. Take it, it's all yours. Thank you so much, Paimon. Whoa, such a strange taste. So this is what humans eat for their meals. Hey, if you don't want it, you can just give it back to Paimon. But, thank you. And thank you for saving me, Miss Harley. What do you plan to do next? I don't know, but I don't want to read books anymore. Kanatila, isn't that a bit extreme? Well, the Book of Revealing is really scary. So what exactly happened? It's a long story. It's a good thing you didn't go. What do you mean? Ugh, Paimon's getting annoyed. Anyway, I don't want to stay here anymore. I want to live with everyone in Mercy Village. That's right, the other Melusines will take good care of you. Thank you, Miss Harley. Paimon? About the Book of Revealing. So scary. Terrifying. If it wasn't for Miss Harley, I don't know what would have happened to me. But why? Why would monsters appear in such a beautiful place? Is it really that? Nope, not gonna keep thinking about that. It wasn't easy for me to forge a life for myself here. If you find another page or want to meditate, the book hasn't moved. But please, be careful. Are you alright? Thank you. If it wasn't for you, I might never have made it back. Mercy Village is beautiful, and everyone is really nice. I should treasure life here a little more, and the world around me. Perhaps the world of meditation is not as wonderful as I once thought. It's a little painting. Mamere and her good friends. Mamere drew this other painting for you and Paimon, showing friends being happy together. During your brief parting, Mamere has been busy studying different painting styles. This, then, is the result of many attempts and iterations, and is her greatest pride and joy. It won't sell for 500,000 more or anything like that, nor can it be easily called beautiful. Oh, I think it's beautiful. But to Mamere, there's no price to be put on this depiction of her and 3 people, who aren't people exactly, of unparalleled importance to her. Surely such a thing must be beautiful. Aren't people exactly? You trying to say I'm not a people? Okay. Oh, is there a Hydroculus up here?
I never quite managed to get a shot of the lightning strike.
Wow, we're up really high. The fuck? Oh! Ah, I bet it's raining so that we can see this. Mr. Eliphas? Wait!
Right now.
Oh!
Right now.
This is one of the guys from the fucking, one of the benefactors from the NARZISSENKREUZ auto. Well, Mr. Eliphas. Damn, okay. He was also turned into a little hydroidolin. Children, Whoa, Ansha, what happened? You're out of breath. It's La Noire. She's been abducted by a Hilichurl. Oh, Kata. Huh? Oh no. It went that way. I'll go find help. Please, go after it. Got it. Let's hurry. Yeah, I've really enjoyed how everything is connected. How they were telling one coherent story, but like with so many different perspectives, and almost making it feel like a puzzle where you got various different pieces in the timeline and you've got to kind of connect it all. I really liked that. I really liked how Sumeru did it as well. But I also just really loved Sumeru as a region. I think the way that they've done the world quest in Fontaine has been really good. Oh, over there. That's the one Earnshaw told us about. Ah, it's you two. Geez, so it's you, Caterpillar. You had Paimon worried there. Whoa, it's Miss Harley and Miss Paimon. Oh, this is such fun. My favourite people are all here. And Grandpa made a big and sweet birthday cake for me too. Oh, so today's your birthday. Happy birthday. Is there any cake left? We already finished it. What? Are you serious? Come on. Caterpillar. Are you alright? Don't worry about me. Today's a happy day, so let's not talk about anything that might dampen the mood. Anyway, thanks, Harley. What are you talking about? It's nothing. I just feel like the last time the members of the kids' team got together was a long, long time ago. The kids' team? Oh, because from Unfinished Comedy we were the kids' team, yeah. But why did you bring me here, Kata? That was weird, not to mention how Grandpa Earnshaw was scared when he saw you. Even Hero Prince and Princess were scared. Whenever Grandpa hears me talking about you, he always says that he'd love to invite you to our place as a guest. Well, considering his appearance, Caterpillar, why didn't you want to transform into a human? You know, like before. It's not that I don't want to, it's just... Is he not able to anymore? He's great, just the way he is. Just a moment ago, I was sitting on his shoulder and I easily picked some bull fruits. Also, it's amazing how he runs like the wind. La Noire, you must remember what I'm about to tell you. If you ever come across someone who looks like me, do not approach them. Run away quickly. Such individuals are very dangerous. Really? But you're not bad at all. La Noire, give me your word. Promise me. Initially, you thought the Caterpillar might use his tricks to influence La Noire. However, he doesn't do that, and instead simply waits earnestly for La Noire's response. But... okay. I promise, Kata. But if I do so, how will I be able to recognize you in the future? Oh right, you know, Kata, I didn't realize how big the world was until I left the Fortress of Meripede. Every day I walk in different directions, but I still haven't seen any walls yet. When the sun is out, it's hot, and when there's no sun at night, it gets cool. Oh, and at night, there's also a breeze blowing towards the lake, and it feels chilly, not like a fan at all. Why is that? Also, Hero always looks up at me and Grandpa when he's lying next to us, and he sometimes kicks stuff with his hind legs when he's sleeping. It's so funny! And when I walk on the grass without wearing shoes, little blades of grass tickle between my toes, and it feels kind of prickly. I thought that grass would be soft like they describe in books. Oh, and the flowers that Estienne gave me? There are so many of them outside. But those flowers have roots that firmly grow into the ground. Why is that? This world is so big and strange, and there are so many different colours of light. I have so many things I want to tell you, and so many more things that I want to hear you tell me too. But how can I find you? Ugh, I feel like the mage's apprentice who wanted to find the little fish so badly. So you still remember that story? Of course, there's no way I would forget. I've been waiting for you to come back and finish telling me the whole thing. So in the end, did the apprentice find the little fish? Well, many years later. The foolish apprentice plucked up the courage to bid farewell to the great mage, left the workshop, and embarked on a journey to find the little fish. Yet he had never seen the vast ocean before, so he had no idea what the little fish's homeland was like. Therefore, he had to ask for directions along the way. He asked the reeds by the river, and upon hearing his story, the reeds laughed so hard that they bent over at the waist. "You are looking for the ocean," said the reeds. "It's a place much wider and grander than any river, the destination where rivers flow into." He followed the flowing river and eventually reached the vast ocean. However, the ocean was so vast that he didn't even know where to begin. So he asked the violet gold angler gull resting on the pier. It was astonished by his story and dropped the fries it was holding in its beak in surprise. That's real. "Buddy, this is an impossible task," the gull said. "No one has ever, and I mean ever, tried to find a common little fish in the vast ocean. Besides, who knows? It might have already..." The apprentice silenced the seagull by stuffing its mouth with bread, disregarding it and its noisy companions. Then he continued along the coastline, asking and searching as he went. Since he was a foolish apprentice, he only knew how to search in the most foolish way. He spent a lot of time learning how to dive, and again he swam further and deeper into the ocean. "He must have found it in the end. If you wish hard enough and you don't give up, your wish will definitely come true. That's what Grandpa told me." You like stories with happy endings? Well, Grandpa Earnshaw is right. Despite being a foolish apprentice, he finally managed to find that little fish in the most foolish way. When he found it, the little fish was swimming freely in the water with its family amidst an ever-shifting school of fish. But the apprentice recognized it at first glance, even among countless others of its kind. "Finally, I found you." The apprentice had fulfilled his wish, but his emotions were not as jubilant as he had imagined. Instead, he felt somewhat bewildered. The school of fish curiously surrounded him, urging him to explain the whole story. He clumsily explained everything, and finally, as if relieved of a burden, he released a long stream of bubbles into the water. "I must apologize twice," the apprentice said. "Once for not summoning the courage to help you when you sought my assistance in the past, and once for the abruptness of my visit here. After finally seeing you again, I realized how selfish I have been. I thought that if I could apologize to you in person, I could forgive my past self." I'm going to be honest, I don't remember anything about this particular story. This is news to my brain. He must have talked to her about the start of this story in like 4.1, but I don't remember it. I don't remember it at all. I remember the garden with the giant and the little girl. I don't remember the story whatsoever. "What does it matter?" The little fish's response surprised the apprentice. "You see, in the past you couldn't help me, but I have still returned to my homeland, back to the embrace of my family. I haven't been harmed, so you don't need to seek anyone's forgiveness. You have spent so much time and effort over such a trivial matter. I can't decide whether to call you upright or foolish, but even if you are foolish, we don't mind being friends with foolish humans." "Wow, so does that mean they finally became friends? What happens then?" "Then? Well, they became the very best friends." "Huh? That's it?" "So, Kata, is that how the story ends?" "Mm-hmm, that's the end of my story. If a good story doesn't end in the right place, it will lose the fun. Heroes will become evil dragons. I've heard of stories that didn't want to end, and when they finally did, they were with but horrible endings, and everyone in these stories had their hearts broken. Those were bad stories." That's like with the auto kids. "But, dear Lanois, the story of you and your adventure is still ongoing. Happy birthday. And one day you'll have to share your story with me, won't you?" "Mm-hmm. I promise I will, Kata. I'll find you, and then I'll tell you tons of stories. Then I'll make you the biggest, yummiest birthday cake ever." "I think we can skip the cake. I don't even know my birthday, just the day I woke up. Thank you, Lanois. It's because..." "Lanois! Lanois! Are you alright?" "Grandpa, that's great. Thank you, Harley, Paimon. Thanks to both of you. You don't need to thank us." But, well, it was just... Paimon. Well, Paimon gets it. Oh, thank goodness you're okay, Lanoir. That's such a relief.
Thank you, Grandpa. And thank you, Miss Harley and Paimon.
Please don't run off like that anymore. I was so worried. I'm so sorry for having you go through all this trouble. It's fine, as long as she's okay. Pointed look at Paimon. Are you really okay though, Lanoir? Aw, she nodded. Now I get it, what Kata said, and why Miss Harley didn't say anything to Grandpa. So I won't tell Grandpa either. I won't make Grandpa worry because I'm a good girl. You're a clever girl, Lanoir. How are we communicating? Like, like, are the brackets like whispers or like telepathy? Like, no, I'm not. I don't understand what Kata meant in the end and why he thanked me. I mean, he's the one who's been helping me all along. When I grow a little older, I'm going to find him and I'm going to ask him. Then I'm going to say lots and lots of things to him and feed him the yummiest birthday cake. Miss Harley, Miss Paimon, when I grow up, can we go find Kata together, please? WhatsApp chat? We'll talk about it when you grow up. Okay, deal. They leave. Oh. That's it. The story is over, but the adventure they call life still goes on. Oh, isn't that what Marianne said? That must be... I don't know, I feel like that's the last of the quests with the kids, and that makes me sad.